on multiple avenues after class 12. Professional versus conventional courses, emergence of liberal arts. These are few topics which these panels would be discussing about. So therefore, I request Dr. Kandukuri Ramesh, Regional Director, IGNOU, to please come, who is the moderator for this session. Then Sri T. Gopala Krishna, can we hear a huge round of applause for Mr. Ramesh? Then Sri T. Gopala Krishna, Deputy Commissioner, Navodaya Vidya Samiti, Hyderabad region. We hear for him. Then Sri Preetam Kumar Agrawal, founder and CEO of Hello Kids Preschool and Riverstone School. Then Sri Abhilekha Puttagunti, Manager Director, Meluhu International School. Then Ms. Husaina Hasib, Principal, Creekside International Senior Secondary School. Welcome, madam. And to Ms. Manyala Kokila, IC3 Counselor.
Very good afternoon, all the panel speakers here. In fact, the topic given to us is avenues after class 12th. I am representing the world's largest open university, that is Indira Gandhi National Open University, which is having NAC accreditation A++. And we provide education, that is higher education, from UG to research PhD. So it is very apt to discuss this issue with the school leaders, the academic administrators, the hardcore academicians who are in front of us and who are among us here. In fact, there is an urgent necessity and need in India to enhance the gross enrollment ratio in higher education. With the present scenario is only 27.1. The NEP, the National Education Policy 2020, has kept a target of 50% by 2030. This is the biggest target and the essential target to make ourselves present in this world competition, global competition. And you know pretty well is the 21st century, where the kids are bubbling with multiple skills, and where we are seeing the market filled with multiple opportunities. Matching to these requirements, the NEP 2020 has come up with a matching policy. You have the opportunity to transfer, credit transfer. You have the opportunity to do multiple degrees, and you have an online platform created by Government of India, Swayam, wherein you can establish your academic credit bank, wherein you can pursue your programs in 3 ways. Conventional, as we all know. The second one is blended mode. Third one is online learning. The fourth one is open and distance learning. These are the modes of access to the multiple learnings as per the need of this century. So, in fact, we are seeing altogether now the education is running under flexi mode, where the multiple necessity, the learners are emerging as entrepreneurs. And also we are seeing the learning takes place, the virtual mode, augmented learning, the simulations, wherein hardly we find the relevance of the teacher. We are seeing the certain schools in Hyderabad also where teacher is replaced with a robot. That means a normal teaching, a normal concepts are delivered by the robot, only a supplement and complement will be given by the teacher. And you know, this 21st century, the next education fourth revolution will be the AI. AI will rule what we call the artificial intelligence and machine learning. So that is the days. So we are very happy to see an enlightened gathering sitting here ambitiously to listen, to expose and to enlighten us and themselves. So in this beautiful evening today, we have with us the panel, 5 members with me, those who are well versed in their academicians and the school education, that may be the secondary education and the higher secondary education also. So they will be enlightening us on the different aspects. So to begin with, may I introduce my friend, my beloved friend, Mr. Gopalakrishna, the Deputy Commissioner of Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, to speak on, uh, the, the professional and versus the conventional courses. So he is heading the 90 Navodaya Vidyalayas spread over the entire South India except Tamil Nadu, an eminent academician and who has the teaching experience of working as a postgraduate teacher, principal, assistant commissioner and deputy commissioner. So may I request my friend Gopal Krishna to speak on this.
So just to start off, so after grade 12, we are always very focused on what every child's career would be. And we are fixated on our JE mains or NEET or X or Y or Z because we want uh, a stable life for everyone. At the end of the day, we think that the stable life is always going to IITs where their pay package is more than 20 lakhs, or a doctor who does their PG whose pay package starts at 25 lakhs, or surgeon which could be as close as 60 or 70 lakhs. So that's the only focus that we ideally look at. In terms of accreditations, what we have in India is ideally University Grants Commission, which is the base for all universities to be present and prevalent. And right now, before COVID and because of COVID, DEB is something that has become very prevalent in terms of I can do a distance program like an MBA. I don't have an MBA. If I have to do an MBA, I can directly join in IGNOU for that matter. I can directly join in Narsi Monji or anything of that sort, and it becomes equal course to any other on-campus course is what we are kind of seeing right now. But apart from your engineering and medical, which we already know, which we have been talking about and not very happy about for the last 2 days, the other things are arts, humanities, and commerce. When we look at all of these three, there is Bachelor of Fine Arts, there is Bachelor of Hotel Management, there is CA Foundation, which has been replaced by CLAT previously, that was happening 3-4 years ago. We have, there are not CLAT that is available, IP MAT which is available, which is for IIM, Indore and 2-3 other colleges that are making BBA available for them. So if we keep on going there, there are a lot of opportunities that we as educators have not explored in terms of providing all of this information to students is what I personally believe is the gap in terms of where their ideologies should ideally go forward to. So I think it's better as educators for us to be educated in terms of what are the higher education opportunities that are ideally available. And keeping that aside, we are seeing an uptick in number of students that are going to international universities. When we look at why is the international universities uptick happening? So this is the key problem area that everybody can ideally think about. So what we are ideally seeing is there is something called product market fit. Today morning, Vivek Mittal sir has actually said that in Telangana, 25,000 students, 25,000 seats have been arranged for new age technology courses, which is related to, like sir said, AI, ML, data mining, data engineering. You could think about robotics, you could think about EV or any of these technologies from a tech standpoint. But this market product fit is the primary reason is what I believe in terms of why the enrollment is at 23% or 24% as sir rightly put forward. So can we ideally find the courses and bring more number of courses for the students that are of this generation? Our generation, we were very less confused. At the same point of time, we had very limited knowledge. The only knowledge that we had was MPC, BPC, Lelo. You will have a decent career. If you are indisciplined, go to MEC and CEC. That was the only thing that we were basically taught. But now the complete... sahi hai ma'am, sahi hai. So that was the perspective when I studied like 15 years ago. But that's not the perspective that we share right now. So from that standpoint, I think that is something that we can ideally look at. And last point is that till now, we have actually looked at STEM as the only God kind of a scenario. The A actually was kept there for a reason. So STEAM is the game forward. So let's make sure that A comes forward first, like all of our alphabets, and make STEAM successful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abhilek. Really, you have wonderfully put it. The needs and aspirations of this generation and the matching programs required in the field of engineering. There is a question, only please. try to analyze the needs of the present job markets. And let us try to understand and analyze the job markets after plus 12. So Hasna Hasib, the principal, Creekside International Senior Secondary School, will be giving her presentation, please, madam.
Name is Husna Hasib. It'll probably difficult to pronounce. I'm glad to be a part of this panel discussion because one of the things that I as a school head is looking at is only last year we got our accreditation for senior secondary, and this is the first batch of grade 11 that we have in our school this year. Though our school explores into what best can be provided for students right from the primary school, and as we were to introduce vocational subjects and skill subjects, we started introducing that from grade 6. We were giving computer science as a skill subject earlier, but what we educators, the school heads, have studied is way back. I have done my Bachelor's of Education 25 years back. I did in the year 1997. So over these 25 years, a lot of changes have come. And we educators or school heads are not aware of all these changes that have come in the educational system. The various fields of scope that are available for our students once they want to explore is not just the engineering or medicine or humanities, it is much more wider scope for them. As Ms. Kokila was also mentioning, we have done IC3, it is International College and Career Counseling, which we studied for as a one-year graduate program over the last 1 year during the pandemic, where we got to know so much about various combinations available for children. Though we're not sidelining the math stream or the science stream there, along with the math and science stream, what the children can still take over with their interest and their aptitudes, which can be added on as a minor subject in their majors. So somewhere there is a paradigm shift that has to be brought in our mindsets. We schools have to bring that, reaching out to the parents. We've been discussing, I think it's the second day of discussions where we are discussing that we should have our parents, the other stakeholders, not always in synchronization when we talk about these issues. So bringing about this clarity with parents as to what are the job prospects available for their children when they take majors in math or science and a minor in music, dance, or whatever they're exploring to. There is fashion designing, there is agriculture, there is digital marketing, mass media. CBSE itself, when I look at while registering our 11th grade students, CBSE has a list of languages, 38 languages available for grade 11 and 12. There are about 38 academic electives available for them, and about 38, 39 skill subjects as well. But when you look at the school system, how many of us are actually giving them that space to take those combinations? I know the difficulty we have is we do not have staff who can be teaching all those skill subjects if the child is opting. So at times what we're doing is we're giving them that space. If you want to study, you register, you do it on your own. But somewhere that paradigm shift has to be brought from the school in for children to explore. One of the best things that happened to me during this pandemic was we registered for this course and we understood what change we can bring in the school education system, in our schools, by exploring and setting up these counseling laboratories where children can explore what are the avenues available. One of the very important things that while going through what we would be discussing, I read about the short survey by IMF, which says the automation that would come up by 2025, 87 million people would lose their jobs. Now, with this, what World Economic Forum has put in is, though they're losing jobs because of automation, there would be 97 million new jobs created by then. So are all the children equipped to be taking such job roles is where we have to look into. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, Husna Asif, madam. In fact, madam emphatically told 2 times paradigm shift. It is the age of unlearning, not learning. It is we have to take U-turn because we have to see the other side. So far we are seeing the main side, prime focus on those few disciplines. It is equally or more focused is the other side. Thank you, madam, for projecting the other side of this one through a paradigm shift. So now we have the different perspective going to be presented by Mr. Preetham Kumar, student's perspective. What is the student's perspective? Let us listen from Preetham Kumar, the founder director, Hello Kids and Riverstone Schools. Please, Preetham Kumar, please.
And we have seen and listened everything about AI perspective, thinking changing, lot of courses, 38 courses optional. But let's talk about that child first, right? And why after 10th and 12th? The previous panel was after 10th and now it is after 12th. What is happening from that nursery level to that graduation level we are talking about? Are we really preparing them? That internship which the new education policy is talking about, why is only after 6th or 10th or 12th or graduation? Why can't that happen from that early years? I'm looking for a school for my child, right? It may not be, it is not available, but yes, as a teacher, as a student for 17 years and now as an educator for 16 years, right? Almost the same experience I have. Let's give him a school to explore. I want to see a school for my child where at the first grade I'm sending him to Chennai for a month to stay back in Chennai school, understand what is the food, what is the language, what is the education, what is the people is. But immediately after suddenly sending a child after 10th and 12th to another space, he's lost. And it is again the peer pressure, parental pressure, job, salary. And this is not only from the parent side, even the other students are also speaking the same languages. So we need to state them early in the life. Why do you listen only from the seniors about it? Why don't the child himself understand this? And this is only happens if that internship happens in the early years. First grade, I want to send my child to at least a Chennai school for a month, 2 or 3, not only during the summer vacation, only for a 1 week of holiday or a special visit to a Amarnath Yatra or another school holidays. No. For 10th grade, by the time I complete my 10 standards, I have been to 10 states, I have stayed in 10 different schools, I have been taught by different teachers of different languages, I had all my food, I have seen the life, I have seen the travel, train, bus, aeroplanes. Then only I'll be able to understand that I want sports, I want photography, and I don't want this medical and engineering. Friends, that thing cannot be happen. That cannot be happen after 10th and 12th, trust me. What has happened to us after 10th and 12th? It will, same thing will happen to these children. Even you give 38 option of courses, and even these jobs are getting even in and out, we all will remain principals and child will struggle the same thing. Trust me. We will come and speak in the same conference again after the 10 years and we'll speak the same thing. But till the time we don't train that child from that grade 1 or that early years, things will not change. Because doctor profession will never go when even the AI comes into picture. Still, we don't want a robot to operate me. My parent will not allow the robot to operate me if I'll do a heart surgery for myself. My parent will still say, we want that doctor only to perform. So even 10 years, things will not change. What we can change it, that child to whom we are preparing for that future, catch them early. Then only that U-turn will help. Otherwise, keep on doing U-turns. We are again going back to the same child after 10th and 12th. Thank you, friends. I am there.
Thank you.
And if you want to speak anything,
Wonderful.
I have a lot of things to share, but yes, it's already 5:35.
And in fact,
this is what I said. I'll take the student perspective out of the teacher perspective.
Mr. Preetham has given you punch dialogues, in fact, really. It is the student's instinct, natural instinct. I was the principal in Navodaya Vidyalaya. We had one art teacher from northeastern region. So he was asked to compelled by the parent to pursue some science education, science courses. He was interested so much in art. Daily night he will be taking the paper and at 12 o'clock he will get up and he will draw the art. The best artist ever I have seen him. And he became the art teacher in Navodaya Vidyalaya. Wonderful artist. So natural instinct, it has to be given. So now the students are gaining their support naturally. The credit goes to the education policy makers or the society itself or the demands of the society, emerging needs also. So wonderful. I take this opportunity to thank all our panel speakers. Their wonderful presentation on the different perspectives of the learners of the after class 12th. We thank the festival, G India Festival, for giving this unique opportunity, and it is a learning opportunity for all of us. We thank audience for their rapt attention and thoughtful questions raised by them. We thank one and all. Namaskar.
About everything that we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to educate the parents, we have to give the platform for children and all that. But as educators, are we giving all these things to them? We are not open for anything, but we speak so much about it. But where should we start? And how can we start about it? Are we starting it?
Well, I have written one article, Teachers in Digital Era, that was published in Hans India on 15th August, this month, 15th August. We request you all to see how you can be a role changer in this digital era. Okay? Thank you, madam, for your enthusiasm and really the way you have.
We have to make the change in the society.
Yes, yes.
Today, if I'm not starting it, they go to the next door.
It should
If
be
the next
visible.
door principal is not doing that, they go to the next door.
It should be
but
visible.
where are we going to start?
It should be visible and apparent on your face and expressions. You go ahead. And great inspiration to all of us.
We'll take one more final question. Anybody would like to pose a question? Yes.
We have had this experiential
Yeah.
learning session
Sapna.
for an hour, right, ma'am?
Sapna, could you please pass on the mic to
So
our
we
guest?
might not be able to do everything that we are ideally speaking. It's part of our knowledge. But what we intend to do, like you for me and I for you, are ideally trying to inspire each other and then take one bit out of each other. Yes, yes, yes. So at the end of the day, we are teaching the students to actually take the theory part into action, ma'am. So we should be the ones that are doing it.
I think you have started a different school. What is the perspective? What are the objectives of your school? Because I belong to the primary section, I would like to know more about your initiative.
19, and after this I've been able to speak on 2-3 platforms. I already have 9 principals, those who are ready to do this project which I'm talking about, and hopefully by next year you'll be able to see it in place that there are children moving from one school to another, and for the next 10 years they'll move to 10 different schools for at least 1 to 3 months. It is an optional to parents those who want to send, and this will be a pilot for that first 30 students which we are planning, that they have moved across 10 different cities for 10 different years, so that this will be a pilot given to the government of India, that how it will help them to track the child from grade 1 to grade 10th and how the diversity has changed from that 10th grade and 12th grade. Because once we lose the child, once the child leaves my class and goes to her class also, a child is already broken, right? If I'm not giving that, only grades will not give her all the information about my child, right? So that is breaking in every classes, but that has to be tracked for years, because when a child is doing, see, a child is very flexible in the initial years. He wants to play football in the grade 1 and is moving to play cricket in grade 2. It means, yes, he's inclined towards that physical activity. But once he wants to play cricket in grade 1 and going and playing chess at grade 2, he's moving the shift, right? So we have to track that part. So we are working on that part. Hopefully, as a parent, I want to do this, and as an educator, I want to see that this is happening.
So you are planning a curriculum, moving curriculum also with.
Yes, we are trying to see, there are a lot of issues coming in, because a CBSE school, children wants to go to a CBSE school. Because even we don't want that, but a parent wants to have it. So that kind of thing we are trying to match up.
Thank you so much,
There can be
sir.
a shift now.
Yes.
Hope so.
So that was our whole idea, to bring out your thoughts, your ideas, and put forth, and we can discuss and we can come out with some better solutions. And that brings to the end of our final session for this IndiGlobal Festival Summit. Thank you, all the panelists and also our moderator. And we cannot let you go just like that. We wanted to give a token of respect. So there we have our guest, Dr. A.S.N. Pavani, OSD Higher Education for Test Series. Can you hear a huge round of applause? Who used to facilitate our speakers and the moderator.
The panelists, it was a wonderful session.
Then to Sri Gopala Krishna. That would be great. Thank you so much, sir. Then Sri Preetam Kumar Agrawal. Then to Sri Abhilek Puttaganta.